time to let it out. It's time to let it go. What's in my past I can't control. So tonight we're celebrating. What tried to break me, but now I'm stronger, stronger, stronger.
Thank you and welcome back to the Ethereal Pathways podcast. I'm Jasmine, your host. I wanted to do a quick little episode on, well, I'm going to begin like a little mini series of the chakra systems within the human body and how to know if we have a blockage in, one or multiple chakra systems. Now, chakra systems are our energy centers that are along the base of our spine, up and down our body. They are not seen by the physical eye, but they are there. And when we have different blockages in different chakra systems, they sometimes will come up within, symptoms of our, both our emotions, our mental state, our physical body sometimes will have symptoms. And so I kind of wanted to start a mini series about, just going in a little bit about that, because so many people don't know about that and they think it's woo-woo, and it's really important to realize that this is something that's part of a human body that integrates into the soul body. That's how the soul body integrates into the human body and how it's able to coexist through these chakras. And so I'm going to start with the base of chakra, working my way up the spine. The first chakra is going to be the root chakra, and that's located, around your tailbone area. And it represents security, trust, validity in our experience and our ability to care for ourselves and others. Also, it's basically covers your basic needs. So like your food, shelter, income, things like that. So if you have issues with money and things like that, a lot of times it's rooted in the root chakra. And that's something that I've been working on myself in becoming more secure and trying to remove the negative self-talk or negative, I guess the programming that we are raised with fear of lack. In other words, you stay in lack mentality and you're fearing, I don't have enough and things like that. So that's something I've been working on myself. Some of the physical symptoms, just for an example, of an imbalance or a blockage in the root chakra can sometimes be found physically in the legs, the feet, like pain and things like that, or issues. Excuse me. The rectum area, tailbone, and the immune system. It could also show up as degenerative arthritis, knee pain, sciatica, eating disorders, and constipation. Emotional imbalances are also related to root chakra blockages. And it can relate to feelings that affect our basic survival needs, such as money, shelter, and food, like I mentioned before. So I kind of wanted to go into that a little bit because I've known a couple people along with me that have been dealing with, some root chakra blockages related to, programming from lack, fear of lack, not enough funds and things like that. And I really started trying to catch it whenever I'm in the process in doing this shadow work. I've been, for instance, I try to pay more attention when I'm paying my bills, which is like every 2 weeks when I get paid by my day job. And as I'm paying my bills, I'm, putting in there and I get to see how much I have left over in my little spreadsheet that I pay my bills out of. And sometimes when there's like a negative amount or something like that, or something where it's like, I don't think I'm going to have enough, I notice that my heart will start beating faster and I'll start getting in fear. And I've noticed that. So I've started catching that, and I started just like breathing through it and saying, reprogramming those thoughts and say, no, there's always been plenty, God will provide. And there's, just reprogramming that and saying, no, there's always going to be plenty. There's always enough, and there's always plenty. And so when I started doing that, like habitually and catching it more and more and doing it more consistently, I feel like I'm now starting to reprogram my brain to, get rid of those false beliefs and, things started flowing in more. Income started coming in easier. It started coming in unexpectedly. So I think that, for people that don't really know about this stuff, they really should look into it and, just work on that. Just start believing it, start working on it, and start, I'm not saying for like 1 or 2 times, like really consistently start working on this, and you'll start to notice a difference. I have, and other people that are doing this have. But I wanted to start with the root chakra and just kind of like go into a little bit and, share a little bit about that. I know it's kind of like a quick little, 5-minute video, so far, but, if you have any questions about the chakra systems or want to, learn a little bit more, or, if you suspect that, you might have some, go ahead and comment below, or, ways that, you're noticing some things in your life and you could share it with other people and they won't feel alone. Here on this channel, keep it positive, like I always say. But I appreciate all of your, comments. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm doing this to help other people, educate other people, things that I've learned myself and I'm working through so that we could do this together. So that's why I did this channel, was to help other people. So I hope this helps. I just wanted to do a quick little, 5-minute video, and now it's almost 6 minutes. And if you have any questions, please feel free again to like, comment, subscribe, share this information if you think it'll help others. I really do enjoy hearing from you guys, though. If this has helped you, please let me know. And I hope to catch you on the future episode. The next one we're going to be doing is the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra, that's your reproductive area right above the root chakra and then around your navel. So stay tuned for that. That'll be the next episode. Thanks for coming, and hope to see you in a future episode. Stay blessed.
It's time to let it out. It's time to let it go. What's in my past, I can't control. So tonight we're celebrating. What tried to break me?